Two brother. Welcome back, everybody, to TooSweet2Delete. We are TooSweet2Delete here back at the Wilber Club here on the east side. We're here to review.
It's cold.
It is cold here. We both have our jackets on, and I got my JAY Young gimmick going on here. I'm a fan, of course. We are here to review the Battle for Las Vegas.
Yes.
Big Valley Wrestling. This is a much highly anticipated show. I'm sure if you were following on Facebook or Big Valley Wrestling or YouTube, you'd see it in all the videos. You saw the photos. You saw that this is going to be a major show. Starting things off, just to get things going, we wanted to knock out some more. We had some birthdays. You know, Tommy.
It was actually a birthday special tonight.
Yes,
so
the birthday mania.
Birthday.
Yes,
it was everyone's birthday today.
But importantly, starting off, Tiffany wanted to go ahead and wish Tommy Purr a happy birthday because of all the nice things Tommy Purr's done for her, crowning her the BVW Babe of the Year in 2017. All of those nice things. So it's time to do something nice for Tommy Purr. But of course, who comes out is none other than DPI with the Commissioner John Bonham Fox, and they decided. As you'll see, they stole the shine, man, from Tommy's birthday party. His nice moment, he was receiving a lap dance from Shay.
Yeah.
Things were looking good for Tommy. He was enjoying himself. But it was the producer Kane Churko's birthday the day before, so DPI came in and stole the shine, as you see there, and came in there dropping knowledge, talking about they're going to keep the titles and how Ricky Tenacious is going to go on and win this main event tonight, and Alexander Braven is going to beat Greg Romero tonight. And again, folks, stacked card, stacked roster. It was just amazing. So the owner, Benny Diamond, the owner of Big Valley Wrestling, gets in there and he decides that he's had enough of this DPI business. He's had enough of the commissioners and his cruel ways and his corrupt ways. Fired John Bonham Fox on the spot.
On the spot. How shocking was that?
It was more shocking because I think we could see it coming with the kind of things.
You can almost hear the round of applause.
I think a lot of people were pretty
back there. It was a bit shocking. I was shocked by it.
Again, though, more shocked was who his replacement is that Benny Diamond has brought in. Only the finest. Probably paid several $1,000s in raises here just to get the legendary Rocky T. None other, Vegas legend Rocky T here, Big Valley Wrestling's new commissioner. And he had some words. He said, Braven, you're going to get your title shot against Romero. That's going to happen. But DPI banned from ringside. He wasn't done. Ricky Tenacious, you're going to defend your title in the Battle Royal. He knew that. He'd been prepared for that. But he was going to go in as the #1 entry. So, come on, the 24 other competitors there. Ricky Tenacious going in at #1. The odds against him already. So Rocky T definitely making probably the fans a little happy, trying to break up some of the power that DPI has.
Basically trying to make things fair.
Yes. So with all that being clear, we finally get into in-ring action. So first match.
Next match!
The Big Valley Wrestling's women's division special treat. We've got Abby Dangerous taking on Cassie Moon. Abby Dangerous made her debut at the last show. She came up a little bit short against Kayla Kalepa, who's been on a roll herself. So, this is a division that you definitely want to be checking out. We've been able to feature it more and more, and how lucky are we to get somebody, to get a match to kick things off here with these two. First thing of note, again, I was joined on commentary with Joe Vernola, who is the newest member of DPI, apparently. Jason Muse, the former champion of Big Valley Wrestling.
Excuse me.
M1 is being maniacal over there. So we were on commentary, and of course, the first thing noted by all three of us was that the youth in this match, both ladies, very, very young.
My favorite kind of wrestling between the two was, Cassie?
Yes, Cassie Moon.
Cassie Moon.
Yes.
Cassie Moon's way in the ring was how we like old school wrestling, very grapple, very takedown, and then you had Abby just flippity rickety all over the ring.
A little more powerful, a little more explosive in her moves, whereas you have...
but playing the mind games, within that match, no one cares about you here, no one cares that it's your birthday, this is my ring.
Yes. And
who do you think you are coming,
And as we said earlier, it was Birthday Mania, so happy birthday to Abby Dangerous, and she was actually able to secure a win with a snap DDT.
Yeah.
We talked about her explosive maneuvers. So Cassie Moon, a great showing, great technician on the ground.
You can't be called Abby Dangerous if you don't electrify that ring with dynamite. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, it was dangerous though. And actually, we have some.
I actually was able to catch up with her after her big win tonight. Check it out. There you go.
Let me see that kick. Look, let that match be a lesson to any woman who wants to step into the danger zone with me. And when you think of Big Valley women's wrestling, all you can think of is Abby Dangerous. Now get out of here.
Powerful words from a powerful young lady who's the next big thing in women's wrestling here in Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
Our hats go off to you, sister from another mister.
Two sister, me sister.
Next match!
All right, this one was highly anticipated. When I saw the card, we said, folks, it was absolutely stacked. We've got one of the members of the tag team champions here, the Strong Style Squad member, J.A.Y., Jacob Austin Young, taking on Hyperstreak, the world traveled, recently coming back from Thailand. This is a guy, Hyperstreak's been all over the world. You know, name a country, he's probably been there, probably wrestled there. These two guys, very young in age, but experience.
I just have to say, man, I just have to say, they both look great in the ring.
Both guys are in amazing shape. Both guys are super smooth, as you see in what I am. One's in a throw that up there and just watch the sequences here. You know, there's something there for everybody because both guys are really explosive. Both guys are humorous. Both guys had a lot of respect for each other. So this wasn't any type of animosity. This was just one of those matches that the crowd absolutely loves. The match began with both these guys. Both these guys. So, I mean, you already knew that we were in for a treat.
Honestly, I have to admit this was my favorite match of the night. I mean, we'll get to the battle.
Like I said, for me, it was the most highly anticipated when I saw the card. We knew that the actual battle for Las Vegas was going to be a totally different animal. So we're just going to have to take things at face value. On any other night, this would have been...
Let's wrestle! We heard it from the fans themselves during this match.
Absolutely.
This is wrestling. Yes.
And you got to love it.
That was just an amazing match tonight.
So luckily for Hyperstreak, he was able to wrap J.A.Y. up with like a sunset type of like Hurricane Rana type of cover and was able just to get the legs down, shoulders down, just for 3, as you see there. And honestly, you know, great talent, great showcase. So it's a real treat for the fans, to be honest.
It really was.
And you know what, honestly, like I said earlier, I got my J.A.Y. Gimmick going on here. You know, I'm trying to be as cool as he is. I'm trying.
We're drinking our hot cocoa. You know, trying to keep warm in the desert here. Winter's finally here, everybody.
And, you know, we know that he was coming back from a tender injury, so maybe that was the difference. Maybe Hyperstreak was able just to take advantage of that because I thought both guys were on a level playing field, you know what I mean, athletically. So, you know, great match. But J.A.Y. taking the loss. Still a tag team champion, though.
Still a tag team champion.
Got that going for him.
Yeah. Next match!
A special treat, again, for the fans here because... You know, like we said, the Battle Royal was going to be the main event. We knew that that was going to be totally stacked, but there were still some really great little morsels out there for the crowd. This is a bull rope match between the heavy hitter Tony Reyes with Zane Z. Goody of the Goody Mob against his former partner in the Goody Mob, Angus McField. You know, these guys have gone back and forth. There's been some attacks. Angus has kind of...
I'm not going to lie. I don't mean to cut you off, but I really like these two when they go at it. These two...
They like to fight, and they're good at it.
They fight. They fight in that ring.
You see the
heavy hits, heavy blows, super kick from Angus.
The ring was already small considering the size of these guys, these two giants. Now strap them to each other, so that the ring had become an even smaller space, and there was just nothing but violence going back and forth.
Maybe we'll get a handcuff match between these two.
Honestly, you don't know what we'll see, but here is the kicker: is that Tony was able to secure the win. Kevin Duckett's coming out there. I don't know what got into him. It seems like the Players Club is on the outs. I don't know if they're done. Rocky T taking the commissioner job now, so I don't know if Kevin Duggett feels like he's getting lost in the shuffle. Maybe he felt like he needed to come make a statement, and he thought that Angus was the guy to make the statement against.
Probably was.
Knocked him upside the head with the bull rope.
I mean, we had that match in the last
and there was blood everywhere. M1, I know you saw it, and you know.
Should we show him?
If you can. Angus McField was not happy. Let's just put it like that. And here's some words from him.
Duckett, I swear by all that's freaking holy, if you think this is over, you're far from mistaken, you bastard. You think you know anything about pain? This is just the beginning. I'm gonna come for you, and I'm gonna tear you limb from limb, you little shite. You're gonna be wishing you'd never been born. You mess with the wrong fucking Scotsman.
In living color.
Yeah, and that is not over. This is not over, like he said. So hopefully, we'll see what happens. I don't know what Kevin Duckett's had planned. I don't know what his intentions were, but definitely he's got a pissed off fighting Scotsman looking for him. So we'll see where that leads. Next match.
Next match!
This was a very important match. It was advertised as the winner getting a chance to compete in the Battle Royal for the Las Vegas Championship. We've got the Chief, Owen Travers, straight out of the 313, the Chief, baby, against Sledge, who is a
metal maniac.
A metal maniac. This guy, we've seen him before in Big Valley Wrestling. He teamed up with Beast to help Beast reinstate himself when he was in a handicap situation. So it was really awesome to see Sledge coming back. And the implications of this match, as you see, look, both guys, we know what they're all about. Their ability on both sides is just like unmatched. Give the power advantage probably to Sledge, maybe more of the dynamic athletic advantage to Owen Travers. And this thing was just back and forth. I mean, they're so good at what they do, but ultimately, with that Battle Royal spot on the line, it brought out a lot out of both guys. You know, this is an opportunity to compete for a championship.
I had a hard time containing myself through every spot of this match. It was just incredible. They really wanted a shot at that title, especially Owen Travers. You saw his statements of those who follow him on social media, like he's never held gold in Las Vegas. There was an opportunity to him to finally get into the competition, and to actually have that opportunity to win some Las Vegas gold.
So there was a distraction from a fan, two fans actually.
It was.
And not sure who this fan is or what the connection was, but obviously Owen Travers knows who this guy is. He's been assaulting him left and right. We saw him attack this particular fan behind the scenes. Big Valley Wrestling. There was a gun introduced. We've seen some beatdowns back and forth. Something to do with this rivalry down here. And if you attended that show or will attend, you'll see.
You'll find out there is no escape.
So yeah, unfortunately, that fan and the implications of what that fan was doing, the taunting, and maybe Owen Travers looking ahead just a second to focus on that fan and remember what that rivalry brings up. He got a little distracted. Sledge was able to capitalize, take the win, and enter into the Battle Royale with that victory. It is pretty exciting. You get a powerhouse like Sledge in there. I would love to see Travers in there, but honestly, who knows how healthy he was at the time too. He had kind of a medical apparatus on his shoulder that was pretty noticeable. So hopefully, he's not too banged up. But honestly, after taking a beating like that from Sledge, who knows how well Travers will be. But we'll definitely be on the lookout for how he's going to do, and we'll see what's up with that fan who he is or whatever the deal was there. Next match.
No escape.
No escape. All right, folks, this is the co-main event of the evening. Big Valley Wrestling Heavyweight Championship on the line. The bridge burner, Greg Romero, holding that title strong since taking it off of Jason Mewes, my broadcast partner. And Jason Mewes always has some really interesting.
Did you notice?
He looked a little different than normal. Yeah.
What was up with that?
I don't know.
He came out with, he looked like kind of rugged look.
I like the look. I think it's shown that he meant business.
I don't know, man. It's like he looked like
More
he
than
woke up. Dude, he looked like he woke up out of a ditch.
Honestly, maybe he's been sleeping underneath that bridge that he burned. I don't know, but we know that he's. He's our champion.
Let's start it off right here.
Taking on Alexander Braven.
Taking on exactly
with
the exceptional one.
Death Proof International banned from ringside here because of the title match. Rocky Team made that stipulation, so
but
of course keep
look how Greg started this match up. He started off like not giving 0 Fs.
You'll see.
0 Fs.
There was definitely some moments there in the beginning where I don't want to say that he didn't respect Alexander Braven, but obviously he didn't respect Alexander Braven. Let's just give it to him. Both guys kind of going back and forth here. Greg got a little slipped up. Looked like he was going for a reversal, possibly. Maybe it had a rough landing there. I don't know if Braven gave him some extra momentum and he might have just misjudged the strength of Alexander Braven because, as we said in the beginning, he really thought he had it locked up. And, instead of, on commentary, Jason Mewes pointed this out, instead of going back to these new tricks that Greg Romero's had, some more of the high-flying stuff, submissions and stuff like that, go back to what got you that championship, and then we saw the fists really flying. Romero cut off the big right hand, the neck breaker, the guillotine leg drop, those moves that the fans love to see, and so he really had to go back old school Romero to take out a guy like Alexander Braven, who, even though DPI wasn't in his corner, this is a chance at the title, so he was coming to bring it. Ultimately, Greg was able to reverse that's exceptional belly to belly into that cutter. 1, 2, 3. Who do you love? Still the champ. And honestly, he's riding high, man, with some big-time victories. And all right, look, everybody wants to be at the Wilber Club here. We have a catering arriving.
Catering. Yeah, catering here, man.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, anyway,
the best.
Yes. Congratulations, Greg Romero. Next match.
Next match! Before we get to the battle for Las Vegas, here at the Wilber Club, we would like to give just a really big shout out to Big Valley Wrestling's official sponsors. Beneath the Surface Tattoos. You can find them there on the social media, on the Instagram. I got the green there. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Facebook, Instagram, at Beneath the Surface. One of the top tattoo shops to get tattooed out by the Review Journal for, I think, 5-6 years running now.
Amazing artwork.
Amazing, great work from everybody there on the staff. Also, good friends over at 8-Ball Bail Bonds. If you're in a hot spot and you need to get out, hit up your boys at 8-Ball Bail Bonds.
Just asked our champion, Greg Romero.
Yeah, just ask Greg Romero. Just ask Greg Romero.
And they've done us a couple favors every now and then.
We're going to be the Wilber Club without them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, cheers to you guys.
Cheers to everybody. Thank you.
Next match!
It is time, main event time, the 25-man elimination battle royal, the battle for Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Championship on the line.
And, I'm not even sure how to describe this match other than pure, absolute chaos. Really quick, just watch all the footage behind us as we do this review because I'm not even sure where to begin. It was just everywhere. I was scared to film, as you could tell. I was absolutely scared to film, and no matter what angle I was at, I was scared I was going to get hurt.
I
was yelled out several times.
Everywhere.
There was things thrown at me while I was trying to film. I mean, everybody was everywhere. I was scared for those in VIP because of things that got broken, things being shattered everywhere. I mean, where do you want to begin, bro?
Seriously. Weapons. Okay, so first of all, let's just.
Ricky had to start this whole entire thing off
as number
by himself.
one, as stipulated by the legendary Rocky T, our brand new Big Valley Wrestling Commissioner. Thank you, Rocky. Let's get the playing field even here.
Hey, man, come on, you mean to tell me JBF doesn't do a good job?
You know what? I have nothing bad to say about JBF.
You should never cross the box.
I use him as a reference.
Vegas is impossible.
I'm sure we haven't heard the last of them, but as far as the Big Valley Wrestling's battle for Las Vegas goes, Ricky's Nation starting things off with Macho Mouse, the top two guys. This initially was advertised as a 20-man battle royal. That's what the folks, that's what you saw in the advertisement, that's what you saw in the videos.
19 individuals are trying to take this title from Ricky, but you know what? When it comes to a royal like this, you can't help but to attract more attention from other circuits, from out of the state, no matter what. This is the Las Vegas champions.
These guys were clamoring to get an opportunity at this thing. We had competitors from Idaho. We had competitors from California. All of Divine Intervention showed up. All of their members were there. Yep. We had, of course,
they brought their own
Disaster.
kinds of weapons.
Yes, they brought their own. Exactly. These guys came all the way crossing state lines with their own weapons. Like you said, looking for a shot.
They had a promo on YouTube about it.
Yes, and honestly, you got to respect those guys for showing up. And it turns out that we're going to have 25 guys in this battle royal instead of 20 because of all the clamoring to get a shot at this Las Vegas championship. And what action there was. There were some powerhouses like Sergeant Major getting in there. Frank the Tank
came at me with a freaking chain on his freaking fist, bro.
And he was cleaning the place out. Like we said, these powerhouses had the advantage. This is not an over-the-top battle royal, mind you. The only way to eliminate your opponent is by pinfall or submission. All weapons were legal. No disqualifications. So, there was a lot of moments there where it looked like maybe a guy like Sledge was going to take over when he got in there. Maybe a guy like Sergeant Major who had some eliminations on his own.
Maybe Mikey O'Shea.
What about Mikey O'Shea, the Irish Juggernaut, with 6 eliminations on his own?
Oh, man, he was a powerhouse.
And you'll see, as you see, they were the powerhouses. And there was
Zero Fs.
Everybody fought all over the place. There was weapons.
Jace Battle was in the tournament, man.
Jace Battle coming in there. He went old school battle. He went old school battle with the moonsault in the ring. You know, pulling out all the stops, trying to get this victory. And you know, stuff was just like we said, bodies everywhere, weapons flying. There was shields will be splintered. This was some Game of Thrones level action in there because people were just trying to kill each other, trying to get that title.
But there was a lot of chance for winning. There was justice for Wild Horse tonight.
Yes, Big Dirty in this blood feud that is going on with mainly Beast of DPI because he was the former leader of Death in Motion. You know, and honestly, like the way things ended, and especially what they did to Wild Horse, he's probably laying up in a hospital right now. Who knows if he'll ever wrestle again? As was said by the owner. And that's what actually spurred this decision to get Fox out of there and, you know, to put Ricky in his place because, you know, DPI can't have all this power. And, you know, Dirty was a guy that we thought was going to come in there and turn the tides.
He brought a damn title.
Yeah, he definitely brought it, man.
He brought a massive title.
See the violence just all over the place.
Bro, he came out, walked back, and brought a freaking pallet.
Yes. And not only that, but did you see when Mikey O'Shea speared him through a door?
Oh!
It wasn't even a table, it was a door. These guys brought out a door, and they're using it, you know. So Mikey O'Shea spears him through a door. Dirty was still able to somehow recover from that and still wind up being kind of near the end there. You know, and what it turns out to be is after so much action, after all these eliminations, after all these powerhouses, after favorites like Hollow Point, Shaggy McLovin.
Hollow Point was everywhere.
You know,
dude,
Divine Intervention.
He was just like a bullet, dude. He was flying all over the place in this one.
I'm saying all these guys are in there, you know, and many other challengers that some we had never even heard of before. We had one of the rookies of the year from Idaho. He was one of the champions up there.
Yes,
You know, we had King Marcus Anderson was there back fresh off a tour of Japan where he just made a loop in Japan. So these guys, like we said before, they really wanted to be there, and this was a battle.
This caught a lot of people's attention.
This was a battle.
They wanted part of this. And this was seriously the battle for Las Vegas. These guys turned Las Vegas into the ultimate battleground. No joke.
You gotta love it. But in the end, DPI still stands tall. Beast the Butcher winning the Big Valley Wrestling Las Vegas Championship.
Ricky got eliminated.
Ricky was. I saw that Ricky was a little bit upset because, like, it's.
But then you had Alexander Braven come in, and pretty much all the DPI just came in and just interrupted the match. I mean, what did you really think about Sledge getting eliminated? How fucking Owen Travers came out? Hey, we got a phone call. What? You have a phone call?
Honestly, there was so much happening.
So much distractions. I mean, just overall, even at the end of the match. I mean, just like after Ricky got eliminated, that's when DPI tried to take over the entire.
They accomplished it in their own way. Like we said, looked like maybe a little bit of dissension as Ricky probably expected the title to come back to him, much in the same way that he gained the title and the Beast just handing it over to him after it was paid for. So
that didn't happen.
It did not happen this time. Beast the Butcher.
I'm not even sure what to think about
Beast
that.
the Butcher is now the Las Vegas champion, but still, you know, a lot of power in the corner of DPI. Still
a lot of power, yeah. But Beast the Butcher is now your new Big Valley Wrestling Las Vegas champion, the winner of the Battle for Las Vegas 2018 Battle Royal. The gold still is at home with DPI. We're not sure what the aftermath will be,
but we know when it will be.
When it's going to be.
I believe February 11th.
February 11th. On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday. The aftermath.
So.
You know, I think it kind of wraps it up for us.
That was the Battle for Las Vegas. We want to thank you guys for joining us.
Make
like,
sure
comment, subscribe. Make sure you
don't even start with that. You got to make sure to let everybody know.
That's right.
For all footage of this show, other than what we've been presenting behind us, make sure to check it out. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Big Valley Wrestling,
Tinder, Bumble,
all
plenty of fish. LinkedIn, MySpace, Zanga.
What the fuck is MySpace? You gotta dust that all off.
We're a little too old for that, I think the kids again, but there is a Wikipedia. No, but yeah, check us out. You know all on the interwebs.
Be sure to check all that footage out. Be sure to
like, comment, subscribe. Big Valley Wrestling and TooSweet2Delete. And the Wilber Club on Facebook. Pete the Savage. M1.
Don't get deleted!